Canadian tourist destinations to visit in the all. Canada, which stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific, is the second largest nation in the world. The large size of the nation is one of the factors making it difficult to predict exactly when the Canadian fall foliage will appear. The ideal time of year to see some of the most famous natural wonders of the nation is during the fall. While the country's eastern regions are the ideal places to view the intensity of the fall foliage, some of Canada's densest forested regions may be found in its western provinces. Do you have any plans to travel or immigrate during the fall season? You are undoubtedly in for a treat. What time of year is fall in Canada? In Canada, the months of September, October, and November are considered the fall season. Several essential items to bring to Canada in the fall. In Canada, the weather is forecast to be cooler, so having a waterproof jacket that doubles as a windbreaker will be useful, particularly on the eastern coast. Prepare a pair of waterproof or rubber boots. These are excellent hiking gear for the fall because they add extra warmth. In the chilly fall weather, wearing gloves also helps to keep your hands warmer. Top destinations to visit in Canada during the fall season. In Alberta, the Rocky Mountains. The days in Alberta's the Rocky Mountains continue to be warm and dry even after the summer tourist crowds go in September and October. The subalpine forest has painted the surrounding area in vibrant reds and yellows, creating a pleasant and tranquil mood. Try visiting some easily accessible locations, such as Banff National Park, from which you may enjoy a magnificent view of the mountains. You may see the waterfall and the creek that is surrounded by limestone cliffs by going to the Johnston Canyon during this time of year. If you like to hike, consider going from Lake Louise to Lake Agnes and stopping for a warm beverage at the ancient tea house of Lake Agnes, which is located at the summit of the mountain. Train travel to view the fall foliage. Eastern Canadian woodlands undergo significant changes in the autumn, transforming into enchanted landscapes painted in hues of yellow and orange that are breathtaking to see. Taking the train is one of the best ways to take in the beauty. The National Train Service of Canada, via rail, offers an autumn foliage vacation ticket that travels via several of the region's most well-known cities, including Montreal, Toronto, Quebec City, and more. The Canadian Park Algonquin. With a total area of approximately 2,955 square miles, Algonquin Park is one of Ontario's most well-known parks and one of the nation's first provincial parks. It has various lakes and rivers, as well as dense forests that can be explored on foot or by canoe. By the end of September, most maple trees turn their leaves, and by the beginning of October, red oaks and aspens are at their most beautiful. This park contains more than 2,400 lakes and more than 1,200 kilometers of rivers, most of which were created by the glaciers retreating during the Ice Age. Nipissing, Canoe Lake, and Tim Rivers are illustrious names. Quebec's Lanaudière and Mauricie. There are many lakes and ponds in the areas between Montreal and Quebec City. Small towns and villages are dispersed throughout the landscapes, which are filled with beautiful forests and parks and reflect a charming antique feel. A number of national parks are also located in these areas. For instance, the 207 square miles long Mauricie National Park has hiking routes and gorgeous lakes for the enjoyment of all. There are numerous road trip routes that follow this path. Ontario Parkway. Locals affectionately refer to the historic Niagara River Parkway as the River Road. Winston Churchill once referred to it as the prettiest Sunday afternoon drive in the world. The Niagara River's meandering curves, which separate the U.S. and Canada, are visible throughout the whole parkway. The portion of this route that connects the cities of Queenston and Niagara-on-the-Lake is a well-traveled one. Due to the fact that it reaches the peak of its autumn beauty by early October, it has established itself as a go-to fall attraction. Niagara Falls is a nearby attraction that is also a must-see. Numerous restaurants and vineyards are nearby, making them the ideal way to cap off your day of exploration. What's the weather like in Canada in the fall? Many tourists find the fall to be a great time of year since it brings vibrancy and a tranquil ambience to the entire country of Canada. September often has lower weather in the central and eastern areas of Canada, providing relief from the humidity and heat of August. At the same time, the trees begin to lose their leaves, revealing gorgeous tints and colors of fall. How chilly is the fall in Canada? The temperature may range from 51 F to 61 F depending on where in the nation you are visiting. When will the nation's foliage turn vibrant shades of autumn? October, November, and September. Where in Ontario can you observe the fall foliage? Some of the best spots in Ontario to see autumnal hues include Dundas Peak, Kawartha Highlands Provincial Park, Algonquin Park, Norfolk County, Killarney, Muskoka, Ojibway Park, Agawa Canyon, and Rattlesnake Point.